One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
But on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Noles have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
That's reeled in. It's Gibson. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. The 11th play of this opening drive coming up at this one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
He'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Going for a big play right off the bat. He's got it on the outside. Finds a seam. The tap, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run, and you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that sucker on the ground.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They booted away on 4th down. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Third down, red zone play, round alive. Looking to throw for it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the pass. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Miller with the ball. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Miller. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown tie. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. You better pay it off when you get starting field position like that, going 23 yards. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Grabbed over the middle. It's White. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Well, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis.
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
A first down run on the doorstep. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do? On defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
And that one did not work.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fitted in the window for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. A fair catch called for and made. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these.
There he goes! Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lost to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the right. Got his man. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. To the air, it's Castellanos. Here's the pressure. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
The Seminoles are on the move. On the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Hey, man, I'm going to need a minute. All right, sorry about that, man.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Blackwell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. And they'll get him down after he... return.
And I tell you what, as a defense, you just got to stick with it. You got to keep playing, keep chasing. These QBs can do this. You watch them scramble around outside the pocket, gain some yards, but great job by the defense continuing to pursue, make the hit, cause the fumble.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield.
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Lets it fly on the move. Makes the catch on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. He's loose. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
We got a close game here in the third quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Got the quick pass. It's a seam wide open. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
And the Knowles in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
The Knowles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Right on the money. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Just keep swinging it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Quickly complete. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. That Alabama offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you've got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Man, they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Hunt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Good timing on the quick out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Another incompletion on third down.
Man, you gotta love this defense. Being dialed in, being ready for the pass late in this football game when you needed a stop, playing tendencies, breaking on the football, 3 straight incompletions. Way to rise up by this defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the 1st.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.